Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news there was during the week September 5th to September 11th, 2008. Warner Home Video released the back cover artwork for the special edition Superman Doomsday on DVD and Blu-ray. Superman Doomsday now comes in vivid Blu-ray and a 2-disc special edition DVD with over 220 minutes of extras. You can now pre-order your copy, which will be released on November 25th. Empire magazine has undertaken the ambitious task of polling fans, critics, directors and producers to find out what are the 500 greatest movies of all time. To mark this momentous list, the November 2008 issue of Empire magazine will be available in 100 different covers. Each cover will feature one of 100 of the 500 films in the greatest movies list. Needless to say, Superman the movie is amongst the 100 covers available to purchase. Sept Records is currently offering 2 free bonus discs of classical archival scores from the Adventures of Superman 1950s TV series, with all orders totaling $50 or more from their current catalogue. Each disc showcases a wealth of propulsive music from seasons 2, 3 and 4, with a combined total of over 2 hours of listening excitement. This special offer is good until September 30th or while supplies last. The Superman homepage spoke exclusively with Smallville star Cassidy Freeman about her role as Tess Mercer in the show's 8th season. Cassidy said, "Tess is not as simple as evil. She has a past full of vulnerability, strength and growth. I'm most excited about getting to live with this woman for such a long time." While Newsarama caught up with Alison Mack to ask her about the 8th season of Smallville, Alison said, "I'm looking forward to exploring more of the darker aspects of Chloe. I'm cutting the apron strings with Clark. It's time for him to grow up a little bit and not rely on Chloe so much, so that Chloe can go off and forge her own path." Speaking of Chloe, EW's Osceola revealed an interesting spoiler. He says that Chloe suffers some serious dementia in episode 9. Clark, seeking Jor-El's help, decides that Chloe might be better off forgetting a thing or two. Don't forget that Smallville Season 8's premiere episode, Odyssey, airs in the US on Thursday, September 18th at 8 p.m. Superman homepage reviewer Jeffrey Taylor continues reviewing episodes of Superman the Animated Series in our retro reviews. This week he took a look at the Season 2 episode titled Action Figures, which features the return of Metallo. Newsarama caught up with writers Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray to discuss their upcoming 5-issue miniseries, Superman Supergirl Maelstrom, set to appear on shelves in November. Justin Gray said, "The heart of the story looks at the relationship between Superman and Supergirl." Spike TV have announced the nominees for the 2008 Scream Awards, with DC projects and creators named in several categories. DC's only Superman-related 2008 Scream Award nominee was Final Crisis writer Grant Morrison in the Best Comic Book Writer category. Wes Craig, the artist taking over Tangent Superman's reign from Jamal Igle, who has moved on to draw Supergirl, spoke with Comic-Con's The Pulse to talk about his work on the series. In regards to drawing Superman, he said, "I love this character and I have it very clear in my mind what he looks like, so I just went ahead and did it." Comic books we reviewed this week were Trinity number 14, which was reviewed by our own Trinity, Jeffrey, Barry and Neal, with Jeffrey and Neal giving it a 1 out of 5, while Barry was a little more generous, giving it a 2 out of 5. While Supergirl number 33 was reviewed by Jeffrey Bridges, who gave it a 3 out of 5, saying, "The heart of this issue was in the right place, but that doesn't excuse the poor execution." Superman comic shipping this week from September 10th include Legion of Superheroes in the 31st Century number 18, Super Friends number 7, Trinity number 15, Comic Book Cover Portfolio number 2, Justice Collection, and Brad Meltzer's new book, The Book of Lies, is also now on sale. ACI International announced the creation of its first ever DC superhero shoes for adults. This line of limited edition shoes will be available in 3 different styles, each featuring one of 3 DC Comics characters, Superman, Batman and the Joker. The shoes will retail for $110 per pair on limitedsoles.com. The Superman shoe is limited to only 1,938 pairs and features Daily Planet newspaper print so detailed you can read the words. Each issue is individually numbered. Ape Entertainment has published issue number 3 of Comics Now magazine, which features a salute to Superman's 70th anniversary. The issue features Superman Now, a lengthy article on the history of the character, and an article titled Man and Superman about the history of the Superman-Superboy copyright lawsuits. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing story arcs from the 1940s Superman radio series. Visit the site to check out his review of the Counterfeit Money story, which sees Jimmy Olsen arrested for passing out counterfeit money. And that's all the Superman-related news there was for the week, September 5th to September 11th. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Ah, yes. I'm here today to speak to you about volume, quality versus quantity. Right now I'm reading the Brainiac floppy, which is rad. It's a good story. Jeff Johns is doing a great job with it. He's reimagining Brainiac in this awesome new way. And the story before that, pretty awesome too, you know. Jeff Johns has got a very good handle on it. And James Robinson, even though I panned his first issue, looks promising. Looks like it's probably going to be pretty good. But I still feel like there just isn't enough Superman for me to consume or enjoy. And I was thinking, what is it? What is it? Why is that? There's 5 books out, right? There's All-Star Superman, which comes out, you know, like once every 6 years. There's Supergirl, which isn't syncing up. There's Action. There's Superman, both of which are typically very good. And there's Superman Batman, which has generally been crap for me. I mean, I don't know the artists in question, but I haven't been enjoying them. I scanned them now. It's the first Superman title I dropped since 1991, which tells you something. Other than Supergirl, but I never really collected Supergirl that avidly. But the thing is, there's been literally 2 stories in the last year that have been great. There's been 2 6-issue arcs done by Jeff Johns in Action Comics that I've enjoyed. I don't count All-Star Comics because it's been coming out for quite some time and it's very, very slow. But that's 12 issues. And then I think, is that just me being stupid and selfish? I mean, there's 2 books. I mean, assume Superman's on track now. That's 24 issues. But then I look back at the year of the death of Superman, and that's pretty much my pinnacle year. Not because of the story content or where they were going, but because it was just good, entertaining story after entertaining story. There were 5, I think I took some notes here, yeah, 5 major stories. There were the Death of Superman issues, 2 of them, at the beginning of the year. There were 10 Funeral for a Friend issues, that's 2 stories. And then there was a hiatus that went from, like, January to July, according to the notes. But still in that time, they did 3 great stories. Team Luthor, the Legacy of Superman, and what's the other one? Adventures 500 came out. And then they followed it up with the entire Return of Superman saga. Do you remember how big that is? It's a thick trade. And we had 38 issues that year where they took a 4-month hiatus, or maybe it was a 3-month hiatus. I can't really remember historically. The point being, there were shakeups, like there are shakeups now, but we still got 38 issues out of it. And they even started into that Spilled Blood saga, which was kind of cool too, even though they never brought those characters up again. Don't tell anybody, I'm bringing them back. When I get my shot anyway. But the point being, Johns is great, and he's bringing new life to Superman, but we need to clone his ass.